Hi, my name is Michaela Dene, and we're going to be interviewing Nick from D.R.U.G.S.
How's it going?
Good. So, tell me about the name D.R.U.G.S, what it means, and how you guys got that name down, because it's such an interesting name.
It's weird because we went, it's a long story. We actually went through a ton, like thousands of band names. We literally had this whiteboard, and when we were writing our record, we would have an idea of a band name, we'd write it down. We had, you know, this massive whiteboard full of band names. I had my phone, I had tons of notes and full of band names. Nothing was really sticking. Mm-hmm. So, in the middle of our record, you know, the label and our management was like, you know, you guys need to really figure out what this band name is going to be. Mm-hmm. And when we were sending our demos to our label and our management to listen to while we were doing the record, we would just label it D.R.U.G.S. Mm-hmm. It wasn't necessarily a joke, but we just wanted to have a title on it so, you know, when you pull it up on iTunes, you knew what it was. And we threw all these different band names at them, and management was just like, you know, D.R.U.G.S really stands out the most. You know, we're like, yeah, you know, it's definitely very intense. You know, it's kind of just, you know, it's different from all the other band names that come out now. But, you know, we wanted to have some sort of, you know, distinct meaning behind it. And we didn't want it to come off as negative, and we didn't want people to take it as, you know, as like we condone drugs or anything like that. So, you know, we were able to actually figure out this awesome acronym that fit along with it that totally explained our band. It was perfect. It was Destroy, Build Until God Shows. You know, and it was the whole process of destroying or moving on from what we had before, whether if it was our bands, our relationships, everything that was going on in our lives, and then rebuilding together as one. You know, until God Shows was kind of this you know, wanting to take what we had to the highest pinnacle point that we could. So, you know, the band name just kind of worked itself out, and it was perfect. Yeah, it stuck. Yeah, and that was it. You know.
So how did the band meet, and how was it put together?
I had known Craig since 2005, and it was cool how it was really cool how we met. I mean, we met on tour. In my old band, we had played a few shows to know kids, you know. And then years later, my first band, Undermined, we had finished our record, and I wanted to send it to him, but I didn't even think he would have remembered me. And literally, I hit him up on MySpace, and I said, hey man, I don't know if you remember me, but I have this record. I'd love for you to hear it. And he responded back to me. He's all, send me the record, I'd love to hear it. Sent it to him. Following day, he called me, and he wanted me to fly out to record guest vocals on a D.R.U.G.S album. So from there on out, we became just like insanely close friends. Like, he's like one of my best friends now, you know. And so from then, you know, we started Owls and Glaciers together. And then when he moved on from D.R.U.G.S, we started D.R.U.G.S. And then Aaron was the first person that came into the band. He was a drummer. He was in Matchbook Romance. And then we got Matt Good after that. He hit us up on Twitter. It was really weird. And then he came and joined the band. And I had known Matt since 2004 on Warped Tour. And then about halfway through the record, we were figuring out a bass player. And our producer had done Old Story of the Year records and said you should try out Adam Russell. And then he came in the band. And that was how it all kind of formed.
Okay. So what is your role in the band? Not just what you do, but like with writing the music and things like that. And what special thing do you think that you bring to the band?
I think it's really cool because everyone in the band plays every single role. You know, we all work on the marketing front of it. We all work on all the promotions, all the songwriting, all of the design work, you know. So I feel like we all kind of share the same roles because everyone loves to be involved in every aspect of it since, you know, we've all been in bands for 10 plus years now. So we all come in with a lot of knowledge behind what we do. But I guess for me, I bring the fun factor. Okay. Everyone else is not fun. Everyone in my band is really boring. Really? No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I think I do what I can to really make sure that everyone is in a good mood or in a good place. I always feel like I'm kind of like the posse guy, making sure everyone's like doing good, making sure everyone's, you know, in a good mood. So maybe that's my role.
Okay. So what can you say to young performers that want to do what you're doing that can help them?
Go to school. I'm not saying don't pursue music and art and what you're passionate about, but be educated, you know. But, you know, don't follow in the footsteps of what your parents want you to do either. If you want to be successful at anything in this life, you know, it requires intense passion. You have to love it so much that it's gonna tear you down at times. It's gonna make you sad. You're gonna be broke. You're not gonna know how to buy food the next day. You have to love it so much that you don't care about that stuff. That, you know, if music is what you want to do, then study it just like you would in school. You know, study music, study how a song works and why you like certain songs and why that you get drawn into an artist or you get drawn into a song. You know, study that, and, you know, become well versed in all types of music. You know, for me, I pride myself on being as eclectic as possible. You know, it's like I listen to, like, my favorite type of music is old Motown music, but you would never be able to tell through Drugs. But, you know, it's those kind of structures and the melodies that I'm inspired by, so I try to bring that into what I do. So, you know, it's trying to be, you know, as inspired as possible by as many things in your life as you can, and kind of bring that into one focal point if you're a musician and that's what you want to do.
So if you could say that drugs was 3 words, what words would you say?
Insane, fun, and scary.
Okay. Is there something that you would like to say to your fans before we close out?
More than anything else, I love them. I love you guys. Without you guys, I would not be able to be what I'm doing today. So, you know, I appreciate all the love and support. Everyone in the band appreciates it. We're extremely humbled and, you know, extremely stoked for what we do. I could never, ever put into words how much it means to us. And please keep listening to us, keep following us, and we'll keep on making music for you guys.
Okay, thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
Bye.